here with my gauge swatch for my Flax sweater. And this is just your little reminder that if you have signed up, now is the time to get your gauge swatch done. If you have not signed up, you can go to the comments and sign up. For this pattern, we need to have 18 stitches and 22 rows to 4 inches. So I have my yarn here is Wool of the Andes worsted weight. I have made 18 stitches, 22 rows, and then I did a border of garter stitch just so it'll lay nice and flat. And I did this with size 8 needles. And let's see if I made my 4 inches by 4 inches that I'm hoping to get. All right, here I have my swatch. If I was going to do it the right way, I would have washed and dried it as I plan to wash and dry my finished item. But around here, we teach you how to do it properly, but we do it the way we want. So I did get it a little bit damp just so that it would kind of relax a little bit. So 18 stitches, let's get it light a little better here. 18 stitches across, 22 stitches or 22 rows. And let's see if we got our 4 inches. I am measuring from the beginning of my stockinette, and looky there, we've got our 4 inches that way. We have 3.5 inches this way. So I was able to get stitch gauge, not row gauge. This is where I want to be though. If one of them is going to not be correct, I'm going to want it to be this way. And that's because I know with this particular pattern, and there's several places where it's going to say knit until piece reaches fill in the blank length. It's going to be different depending on what size you're doing. So you know, that I can easily adjust as we go along. If I was wrong this way, it would be a lot different story because the pattern has specific stitch counts for each size, and that's a lot harder to kind of adjust on the fly. So if one is not going to be correct, I want it to be the row gauge. If this was shorter, so let's say I had the 18 stitches across, but it was only 3 inches, let's say. That means I needed to go up a size in my needle and try again, make another gauge swatch. If it was bigger, you know, say I had my 18 stitches and it was 5 inches, that means I need to go down in needle size and try again. So this I got gauge with my size 8 US 8 needles, and I got my 4 inches. And I am set to go. One other thing I like to do with my swatches is you can see that I bound off up here, but I didn't cut my yarn. This is still attached to the ball here. That's because I don't want to waste this yarn. Once this dries, I am going to pull it out and put it back on my ball so that I can use this in my sweater. So looking forward to seeing everyone for the knit along.